like me better when I wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another installment of Baddie on a Budget. That's where y'all give me a category, y'all give me a price range, I stick to that, and I tell you some of the best products that you can buy for that price or less. So if you guys want to know about setting sprays that you can get for under $20, let's go. Actually, before I talk about any setting sprays, I want to say like honorable mention type thing. Also keep in mind that a lot of these setting sprays that are more expensive, because they're, baby, they be the prices of foundation sometimes. I'm talking 30s, 40s, $50 for setting sprays. Always keep in mind that if you want to try it, like if everyone's hyping it up and everyone's like, it's so great, it's so this, that, and that, baby, you ain't trying to spend no damn $40 for a setting spray. A lot of the times they come in a mini size. The mini sizes are usually like travel sizes because, you know, you can't go through TSA with some big, I don't know, 6-milliliter bottle, but they have a travel size, or sometimes it's literally just a mini size, but like it's still a decent amount. Like I'll pull it out because I don't feel like getting up right now, but there is a MAC setting spray that they have in a mini size, and the mini size is a pretty decent amount. Like you'll get enough use out of it if you spend the $15, maybe $20 on it, and you'll know if you want to get the actual big version. It also depends on like how you do makeup, how often you do makeup, but like that's a good place to start for the more expensive ones. But the ones where like you're getting a good, decent amount in the bottle and it's also not going to break the bank, let me tell you. First up, baby, this is probably the closest that we'll get. You know how I said Danessa put crack in that new setting spray that she came out with? Like this is probably the closest that we'll get when it comes to drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist, up to 36-hour Defy transfer. Let's see, this retails for $13.99 for 1.76 ounces. L'Oreal Infallible's 3-second setting mist spray gives up to 36-hour wear in just one spray. The professional-inspired aerosol format instantly dries. This setting spray offers transfer and sweat-resistant wear and feels lightweight. Now, I ain't saying that this is the Danessa setting. Don't come back and say, well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the Danessa setting spray, baby, that's probably one of the best that I've tried in a long time right now. It mattifies, it blurs, it sets. This, no, I don't think that this is like a blurring setting spray where you spray it on. And basically what I'm trying to say is the Danessa spray, I feel like that works for how it wears on your face and also how it looks on your face. This one, I ain't saying it works for how it looks on your face. I'm not saying it blurs. I'm not saying it does any of that. However, how it wears, that's what I'm saying is probably the closest that we'll get as far as like a drugstore or $20 or less setting sprays, because once you use this to put on, I'll tell you, your face ain't going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. Now, I feel like a lot of people compared this to the One Size setting spray because the One Size is also going to control oil. It's going to mattify. You can wear it for hours and hours. You know, they always boast it was on Beyonce. Y'all know Beyonce shows be like 3 hours. Be hooting and hollering, galloping, horse lady all over the stage, and her makeup stays set, right? So this, people were comparing to the One Size setting spray. I do feel like they're similar. However, I feel like this is even more mattifying, setting your makeup but not drying. It's not, at least to me, I don't feel like this dried my face out or anything like that. I've worn it in the summer, I've worn it in the winter. I can start naming some setting sprays where I'm like, face very tight, it's not moving, it's gonna set your face, Charlotte Tilbury. But I don't like how that setting spray feels because like your face feels tight, tucked. So I wouldn't necessarily, but I do think that it is more mattifying, locks your makeup in than the One Size. And a lot of people will like that. I like this. This is my third bottle of this setting spray, right? However, sometimes depending on the makeup look, I feel like it does that a little too much. Now listen, you got oily skin, you sweat a lot, you know, your makeup be slip sliding, you need it to lock in, you're gonna like this. But sometimes you don't always want that. This is my extreme bottle. That's what I'm trying to say. This is my extreme maybe it's a wedding, maybe it's a photo shoot, maybe it's, I don't know, it's a date. You're really trying to impress someone. So you need to lock in. That's what I think of when I think this. Whereas the one size setting spray, I could wear that every day. Yes, it is more mattifying. Yes, it is this, that, but it's not doing as much, especially when using it with other makeup products. This one, I'm telling you, this is the one that you use when you're not trying to play with nobody. So like winter's coming, I probably won't be breaking this out as much. Actually, I haven't broke out any other setting spray after trying Danessa, but you get the point. Okay, next up, you can tell I like her. This is the E.L.F. Power Grip Dewy setting spray. This retails for $11 for 2.7 ounces, and E.L.F. Cosmetics Shockingly Fine Bi-Phase Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray features a water-based phase and moisturizing oil-based phase, boosted with 5% aloe plus hyaluronic acid, squalene, and green tea seed oil, shake to activate the power of both phases for dewy, long-lasting makeup looks. So this is more my favorite, like hydrating. It is supposed to be like a gripping setting spray. I almost said primer, just like they have the gripping primer version of this, but more so I like this one because it's a dewy setting spray, but it doesn't look like shiny dew. Y'all know when like products say that they are supposed to be dewy. Actually, Anastasia Beverly Hills put out a setting spray a couple years ago that was a like dewy set, and it looked dewy. Like every time you put it on it, and for someone who has oily skin, every time you put it on, your skin looked not glassy, not shot. It looked, at least for me, sweaty. Like that type of sweaty, wet looking skin, I don't like that. Like when you say dewy, and I know like that's what you're supposed to be giving when you say dewy, but I don't like that. I like the type of dewy that makes your skin look hydrated so that your skin looks healthy when you put it on, right? Like a nice glow, a nice shot. Yes, I have this on today. Like that type of look in a bottle. It's also giving like refreshing when you put it on, especially if you are someone like you do a lot with other products, especially powder. You put a lot of powder on. Maybe you use mattifying primers, mattifying foundations, stuff like that. This you can use on top of everything that I just listed, and they will still control your oil throughout the day. You can still have like maybe a soft matte type of look, but it's not going to look flat. It's not going to look like dead. Y'all know the type of makeup look that I'm talking about, where depending on the finishes of the products that you use, skin looks very, this spray helps you not look like that. Now, I do know some people use this like in between one of those type of setting sprays where, you know, you put your foundation on, spray your face, blend it out. Put your concealer on, spray your face, blend it out. You could also use that for that. Me, not so much. I don't use that. But you could. So you have options, right? You can use it after you do your makeup. You can use it in between layers of your makeup because it's just so light, so airy. It just works. So a multi-use products. I think they said 2.7 ounces, which that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you know, the travel sizes, good place to start for the more expensive ones. But like there are also just regular price, but affordable priced options where you'll get the same amount of product that you get in a full-size, more expensive setting spray. The next one is for my girlies or guys who have a like transfer issue, you know, your makeup be slip slide moving on your face. This is the NYX the Face Glue setting spray. This retails for $9 for 2.03 fluid ounces, and let's see. NYX Professional Makeup Face Glue Gripping Primer hydrates and grips your makeup for 24 hours without the ick. Get all the grip, none of the stickiness. This is glue. This is glue on your face. This is the lock-in. Kind of like L'Oreal, but not, this is a gripping setting spray. Some setting sprays can do it all. Danessa can do it all. I'm gonna keep talking about Danessa because it's that good. Some other setting sprays, they have their strong. Like the L'Oreal is gonna lock in, it's gonna mattify, it's gonna do this. This, I'm not telling you it's going to mattify, it's gonna do this, that, but it's gonna grip your makeup. It's going to stay on your face. It's not going to move. It's literally giving that, y'all, I don't know, melted, however you turn glue into a liquid formula and put it in a bottle, because lock in. I like gripping products, gripping primers, gripping setting sprays. If you could have foundation that grips so that that doesn't move as well, I would take that too. And like I said, it doesn't, like, the makeup is going to stick, but your face is not going to feel sticky. Sometimes with gripping products, it actually feels sticky. And as someone who I have a texture issue, how things feel really bothers me. And y'all know feeling actual makeup on my face bothers me. It's not sticky. You can't feel it on your face, anything like that. So for those girlies or guys, definitely check this one out. At $9, are you the cheapest one? I think this might be the cheapest one so far. Okay, and this next one, I actually can't find it. And it's so annoying because I know I'm gonna find it as soon as I finish filming this video. I saw it last week when I filmed the foundation Baddie on a budget, but I cannot find it. It is the Revolution Beauty Superfix Misting Spray. It retails for $16 for 5 ounces. And it says the Revolution Beauty Superfix Misting Spray is a weightless setting mist that gives you an ultra matte shine-free look that won't fade away. Now this is what I think is actually a dupe for the one size setting spray. Like I feel like they are closer to being similar. Like I said, the L'Oreal is a lock-in extreme version where this one is a little bit more calm, like the one size, but it does the same things as one size. Now if you were asking me pick one between the Revolution and the one size, I'm gonna still pick the one size. However, the Revolution Beauty is a very good alternative to that one. It does the same thing, mattifies your face. It's long wearing. Maybe I think that one's like a little, no, that's pretty mattifying. I was gonna say maybe like soft matte, but no, pretty mattifying of a setting spray. All of them, nothing like drying out the face or anything like that, because if I over dry my face out, like my oil will produce more. And I also have drier under eyes, so I don't play with anything on the face that's going to dry my face out. But yeah, and Revolution Beauty is actually just a good place in general to go to get good complexion products, to get good all the other, like they have good eyeshadow, pigmented eyeshadow, and usually their stuff are dupes for other brands. So y'all know how people be looking at stuff like clothing and they're like, oh, I'll just wait for, you know, Fashion Nova or Shein to make it. I feel like you could say that for Revolution Beauty as far as makeup goes. If you look at something and you're like, oh, that's a good foundation, that's a good bronzer, that's a good, tell yourself, I'll wait for Revolution Beauty to make it. And they probably will. And it'll probably just be just as good. Sometimes be a little better, not gonna lie. Like they have a Fenty Gloss Bomb dupe. What else have I tried from them? There was a concealer dupe that I tried from them. Like literally, they are a pretty good brand. Slept on a little bit. I also think, like, didn't they have some issues where they had to sell the company? And like, that's why people don't talk about it as much anymore. Either way, that is a good setting spray. And the last one that I have to recommend, I also do not have to hold in my hand, but I'll place it right here. That is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Now, this is probably the closest that we've come to reaching our budget of $20. This retails for $18 for 2.8 ounces. And let's see, the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist sets liquid and powder makeup, enhancing its look and performance all day. The Continuous Air Powdered Spray provides a microfine, even control complexion application with a naturally radiant finish every time. Now, this one is probably the one that something is stuck in my throat. This is probably the one that I'm recommending that is the most or the best option for in between layering, like I mentioned earlier. So if you apply concealer, then spray, apply powder, then spray, that type of setting spray. So the MAC Fix Plus is known to be a good spray for that. I like the Mario setting spray for that. This is the affordable option that I would give if you are someone who is looking for a setting spray to do that. I also feel like it kind of reminds me of the powder mist that one size put out, the one that really melts in powder that's on your face. I feel like I would place those in the same family of doing the same thing. So if you want a setting spray that is affordable, that will kind of help when it comes to making sure you don't have a powdery finish and making sure everything just really blends into your face, that setting spray, baby, there's a reason it's used by makeup artists all over. It's going to blend your makeup in together. Is it one that I would use to set my entire face? Do I think it's gonna lock in? No, but like I said earlier, all of them have their different strengths, right? And things where, they may not excel there. But that's also why I will use anywhere between 2 to 3 setting sprays if I have to get whatever it is that to get whatever look it is that I'm going for. But that one is definitely one to use if you are, like I said, layering, or if you are trying to get a little help when it comes to blending in your makeup. When what video was I talking about that? Where I was like, you know, there are products like they kind of do some of the back end for you. So if you're not the best at blending, if you're not the best at whatever it is, like the product will do it for you. Like, think of this setting spray as one of those. And yeah, y'all, that is pretty, oh, my phone is ringing. That is it for the 5 setting sprays I would recommend if you have a budget of $20 or less. NYX, E.L.F, Revolution Beauty, like those brands in general, now they might be duping another brand, but if you're gonna copy, at least you're doing it correctly, right? And they also do have their own launches that they come out with that are just as good. So I feel like you'll be hearing a lot of those brands. My camera overheated and I don't remember what I was saying before it overheated, but I know I was wrapping up this video. That is it for the 5 setting sprays I would recommend for under $20. What was I gonna say? I don't know what category to do next. Let me know if you want setting spray, something like that. Now, someone did say maybe do foundations that are like $35 to $50. So because, like, you know, yeah, you can get the look that you want when it comes to drugstore foundations or more affordable options, but sometimes, you know, spending a little bit more on more higher end products will get you better results. Now there are people who will feel different ways about that, but baby, I got the products and I got the opinions, so I can do that if you guys would like. That's what I'm saying. Like, let me know the different price ranges that you're going for, because maybe you do want to spend more for this type of product or that product. And I have done videos before where I've mentioned, like, there are certain categories where I am willing to spend more money than I would for something else, right? Like, yes, I have, you know, I do like the YSL mascara, but for the most part, when it comes to mascara, you can go ahead and you can get the dollar mascara and you'll be fine. Just layer it on. You'll be fine. But, you know, I have found that, like, setting spray is not setting spray, but I keep saying that setting powder is something that I actually don't like. I don't have that many drugstore setting sprays that are like, oh, that's a go-to. I use it continuously. There are ones that I can say it's a good one, but yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So let me know the different price ranges that you guys would like to see. And yeah, let me know all that in the comments down below. Make sure to thumbs up, kind of subscribe, turn notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.